And we're back in space.
Yeah, space.
I haven't left.
I love space.
Space is so good. Most of us leveled up a bit after the last session because we got those lovely XPs and we got new levels, so we get to buy new shit, which means John Silk got scrutiny. So no one can ever lie to me ever again.
They could
My
try.
life's ruined.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, he still has a pretty decent chance of failing.
That's pretty true.
But
I'm just gonna come on people not to lie, and then I will use my lower scrutiny skill and it'll be fine.
you have to balance his chance to fail detecting the lie versus his chance to fail lying.
So, last time we were partly drafted.
Yes, you were. This time, yeah, right now, you guys are all on your ship. You're supposed to be making battle plans for, or, you know, preparing your ship, getting ready to go into combat. And you're dealing with the fact that you have someone on your ship who is somewhat of a traitor. And
Yeah.
We've had traders on our ship for months. So this is
Yeah.
nothing.
No, but there's a difference between
This is
being
a
a
double
traitor and
secret.
sabotaging our ship. It's another
No.
to try and spread lies towards Inquisitors. It's different.
I mean, one only nearly got us killed, whereas the other nearly got us killed.
Exactly.
And you have an unsanctioned psyker chief engine seer.
Well, you know, considering the amount of unsanctioned things I do not have on this ship, I don't think not adding one is going to do anything different.
I think there's only like one sanctioned thing on the entire ship.
I'm pretty sure I'm sanctioned.
And
Yeah, well,
like,
I mean, quite literally. You have a paperwork.
just this big paper that says he's the boss.
So, yeah, you guys are getting ready. Is there anything you want to do while you're here in Damaris before, like, you know, you're gonna have to move out and go into combat or anything like that?
I mean, is there anything we can do to up our combat readiness? Because as far as I know, everything's been repaired and we are as good to go as we could be.
You can give a speech to your crew. That's about it.
I should. I really should.
I'd like to go speak to the Inquisitor and try and get out of this.
I
don't want to be murdered by the Necrons.
That's not happening. But
But
more
Murdering
important,
by the Necrons or the sea?
no. But more importantly, I've assumed that it's more than just our ship that's been
like
enlisted. Like it's
yeah.
everything.
Oh, yeah,
it's
it was
it's
the general
every
call.
combat capable vessel that's in
Yeah.
it is
But
what
he's
was-
capable of undoing it, I would assume.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but also cKnoor can hold up the bit of paper and say, actually, you don't get to be the boss of me. But currently, that might be a bit of a shitty move, considering that everybody in the universe might die if we don't help.
Yeah, it's a case of actually doing what's good and proper for
What?
everyone.
What?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
What?
If
For once,
while we're
sometimes it
here,
happens.
can I send someone out and to find a tailor
you
who
could.
who has studied Xenos fashions throughout the ages? It's a
Okay.
very specific request, but they
Would
can,
you find one on Damaris? That seems a little unlikely.
well, maybe.
You
There's
never know.
people everywhere who love all sorts of weird things.
Yeah, but people who love weird things don't live on a Imperial Navy world.
I don't know. That's
Oh,
where
no.
loads,
Yeah, they
that's
do, they're
that's
just
where they
secretive.
they can get loads of stories from Navy people, sailors coming by, and they can hear their weird stories and their loot or whatever.
Yeah, they've got there's a whole society just sitting around waiting for a sailor to come in and tell them about space pugs.
Yeah. Which apparently they fucking don't, based on how little anybody here knows about anything whenever you ask them about what's here and what's there.
Yeah, well, I mean, they know nothing except for what's going on with my fucking ship, and even then, half of them don't know what's actually going on. But we have, just to remind ourselves, we have one weapon, right, on the ship.
Yep, just one.
Yep.
Just
We
one.
have
Well,
we have one
macro
weapon.
batteries, so there must be more
Yeah,
than
like
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we
but-
have one main weapon on
Yeah.
the ship, which are macro batteries.
Yep. Only
And
one written down on
then-
this piece of paper.
Yeah, and because our normal combat readiness is usually just ramming into whatever and storming in with our murder servitors.
No, that's not a tactic we've ever used, and please do not ask us to do that against the Necrons, please.
No, my point is that we're not going to do that against Necrons. So our ability to be a threat to the Necrons isn't that high because we can't use our normal tactic. We can just sit back and go pew pew pew.
Yeah, our main strength here is that we have a full astropathic choir, I believe, and that we're fast. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what does what does actually a full astropath choir do in combat? Is it just for communication with the other ships, or can they do more fun things?
Against anybody other than Necrons, they can do weird brain stuff to them, but against Necrons, it's just going to be the communication thing, I think.
Yeah.
Like we could set their ship on fire, but I don't know how helpful that'll be against Necrons, who might not even have their ship be void protected.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't even have oxygen in their ships anyway. They just walk around being shitty robots.
But I mean, I'm sure because the Inquisitor asked us, right, for what our status was on the ship when it comes to combat readiness.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I assume that's what we tell him, that we've got these macro batteries, and then we got this sweet astropath choir that's useless because we're up against Necrons.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So basically, I expect him. We are more than happy to help, but I expect him to make the best use out of our abilities.
Right. Okay. Well, you're called into a briefing room to prepare for the upcoming battle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, however many of you that want to go can go.
I'm gonna wait and see if someone gets my tailor. I'll be on.
Well, I'm taking Vendigroth, but Kevin's unfortunately not here, but he's coming.
I'll come.
Yeah, and I guess IB.
Okay. So you go.
Actually,
good.
we are me, IB and Vendigroth. We are the only.
Trustworthy?
I was going to go with normals, but yes.
I'm trustworthy. You're just going to take me because everybody will flip their shit at how cool I am.
Sure.
Okay. So we take the crew members that won't get their shit flipped when people see them.
Okay. For some reason, my little thing of notes is not open. Let me find it real quick. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, so you're brought into the Imperial Navy headquarters here on the space station at Damaris. You're taken into a briefing room. There's a lot of other Navy captains in there, and maybe 3 or 4 other rogue traders. There's not many. Mm-hmm. The rogue traders there don't look happy, but
nope, neither do I.
Yeah. The Navy pilots are sort of just there waiting for their briefing from the Inquisitor. Inquisitor Altair shows up. Thanks everyone for coming. He begins to explain the situation in that everyone is now aware that there is a massive Xenos incursion in the Cineris Maleficum. And that the Imperial Navy is going to have to handle it before it gets completely out of hand and it's taking over the entire Coronis Expanse. To that end, we've drafted whatever possible other ships that are in the area that are capable of combat to help us, because we're not at full operating strength at this station at this time. All of your other ships will be fitted with an Imperial Navy fleet beacon so that you can make the jump through the warp and stay together with the fleet, and so that we can all arrive in our battlefield at the exact same time. The current plan, he brings up a holo projector and begins showing you a very, very large ship, which you've noticed docked in the space station here before. It is an Imperial battleship, and the Inquisitor explains that what they've done is fitted it out so it's actually completely devoid of any weapon systems whatsoever. At this point, they've managed to cram 7 void shields onto this ship. Did you want to say something?
No.
Okay.
I'm slightly stunned.
So he begins explaining that his plan is because of the way the Necrons work, in that whenever they begin to fight, they use the least amount of force required in response to whatever force is presented to them. We need to hit them with absolutely everything we have immediately to get them all together in one location. At which point, we will detonate the Necron warp core, which we have equipped into the battleship here, and hope to take out the entire Necron fleet in one single strike.
Wow, where do you get that from?
I'm glad you're not here.
But we have reason to believe that with the Necron technology being on this ship, the Necrons will be drawn to it. In the meantime, the rest of our ships have to just keep pressing the attack as much as possible on the Necrons to get them to bring their entire force all together up to this battleship. And then clear the area once we're prepared to detonate.
What's plan B?
There is no plan B.
I think plan B's die.
Where exactly do they expect where's this battle going to take place?
Deep space. They plan to meet the fleet near where it is rallying currently in deep space. It's not near any specific gravity well. And so he begins going over very specifics on each of the different ships, what he wants them to be doing. There's just a few cruisers. There's like 2 battle cruisers. There's the full battleship. The rest of it is all frigates, a few transports, and some raiders. There's probably about 30 other smaller ships prepared. cKnoor, your ship, along with 3 others, will be in command of a small... You will be in command of a small squadron of 3 other ships, specifically because your ship is incredibly fast compared to most other ships. And what he wants you to do is harass the flanks of the Necron fleet, and sort of just poke around the sides and the back as much as you can to try to bunch them all up in together with the, into the main Imperial fleet.
I think I can actually do that. Okay.
All right. Also, because your ship has the full astropathic choir on it, they intend for you to be relaying communications all throughout the fleet as well.
Okay.
So your astropaths will be pretty busy most of the time. Any other questions? Otherwise, they're going to just get ready and head out after they finish briefing every individual captain.
I don't think I have any questions, actually.
Okay.
I'm going to be sure detonating the Necron technology is going to actually wipe everything out.
Would they have some of their, top mechanicus working on it? They installed it themselves into the battleship here. And the battleship just needs to hold out until, the Necron fleet is completely surrounding it. But they have no doubt it'll go up with an incredible explosion.
But we're kind of just expecting him to go for the battleship because of the tech and not go for the other ships.
Well, right. We expect them to chase it because of the tech and because being a battleship, it'll be one of the biggest threats on the field, or at least that's what they will expect.
Okay.
But unless it actually does damage them, the Necrons won't consider it a threat.
They will. We're not going to even give them a chance. We want the battle to be over very, very quickly.
Mm,
Well, I mean, the good news is that we've got a really fast ship.
Yeah,
if we don't get sustained enough damage that we can't like jump out of there,
all
then
the
we
better
could get blown
to
up.
drive really fast away from a big explosion with.
How fast is the rest of my squad of ships?
They're about your speed. They're very fast ships.
Are any of them good at fighting?
No, they only have 1 or 2 macro batteries each. None of them have any lances.
We're all a bit shit. Okay, well, interesting. Let's go back and prepare. And I need to work on my rousing speech.
All right. So the way combat works with multiple ships, basically, when there's this many ships in a battle, you work in squadrons of ships instead of individual ships. In combat works very similarly, but you basically all have to pick the same target and fire at that target being a squadron of enemy ships. Basically, you pick one ship within that squadron to fire at, and then the first hit that your squadron deals has to be against that ship, but then the rest of the hits can be distributed as you like among the other ships in that squadron, basically.
Okay.
Other than that, it works pretty similar to regular spaceship combat. Things are a little just dumbed down and easier because there's so many ships moving at once. There are some special rules, I believe, for giving commands to the rest of your squad. But right now, since you're working with the Imperial fleet and there's lots and lots of different ships working all together, and like more specifically because these are not specifically just your ships working with some other ships, we're going to sort of gloss over those rules for right now just to make things easier. And if you ever get a bunch of different ships yourself, we can worry about it then.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Doesn't sound good.
Wow.
All right. Well, if you guys want to take a look at the, the ship map, I'll start revealing a few of these ships here. You should be able to see your ship along with a squadron of 3 others there with you. They're all Raider-sized ships.
Okay.
So they're small, they're quick. The rest of the Imperial fleet... should show up now.
Damn.
Why can't we hang out with them?
No, because they're gonna get shot at.
So are we!
No, we're fast.
We should definitely be at the back of our squadron.
Okay.
But yeah, you always protect the CNC ship, which is basically what we are. Because of all the,
that's true.
astropaths.
I'm not going into specifics about what every single ship here is, but the size categories are pretty accurate for battleship to cruiser to battle cruisers and frigates, and then raiders and transports.
Why don't we have a big ship like that?
To be fair, our ship is fucking massive.
Yeah.
It's just that there is massiver.
Yeah, but I mean...
We could have had one. You guys wanted a little baby ship.
Also, do you realize how hard it is to land such a ship on, say, Necron planet? Compared to...
I've never been to one.
You just drive straight through it.
Yeah.
I've never even been near one. Never even seen a Necron before.
All right. Well, your fleet has left dock in Damaris now, and you're going on, impulse power out away from the planet so that you can make the collective warp jump. If you're going to say anything to your crew, now's a good time.
Okay. Let's see. What are we going to say? Well, crew, as you know, we are just about to take part in a massive operation to exterminate the threat that's currently facing this sector, the Necrons. Now, we all know that space is a dark, cold, and horrible place. But that doesn't mean we have to act that way. That doesn't mean we can't show compassion to our fellow man and help out when we can. And that's what we're doing at the moment. Our ship will play a pivotal role in the extermination of this, well, frankly,
insidious
threat to our way of life and the galaxy and the universe as a whole. But rest assured, we will crush these Necrons just as easily as we crush eating every pancake available to us on Pancake Thursdays. Thank you.
You hear people cheering from all over the ship.
Everyone gets really roused up about pancakes.
Make a command roll. I'll give yourself an extra +10 to it for your speech.
Come on. Ah, damn it. I'm on the wrong...
Oh, yeah, let me move your characters over to the player save. Or from the player save.
Yeah, I'm gonna... command, was it?
Yeah, command.
With the +10.
You know what? I'm gonna fate point that.
Yeah, probably. I mean, what are the chances?
Well, about 10%.
Chances of it happening again, though.
Oh, we haven't had our fate pools refreshed?
Oh, no, that's my fault. Let me refresh those. Both on the... here. Player save, refresh your fate points.
Okay.
Hmm.
You know what? I'm just gonna roll 96 twice in a row. That's fine.
These dice are
Get rid of them now, so we don't have them in battle. That's good.
Here's the replenish fate pool button, and I'll do it on your characters on the ship.
He's not used to the new... There's a lot going on, so the communications are all messed up.
There's a lot of new people. Maybe they haven't...
They haven't heard of Pancake Thursday. That's the problem.
Yeah, they haven't been here long enough yet.
Why is there a Ghost of Frederick too spooky on the...
Yeah.
Because there was an extra Frederick token, so I renamed it.
It's a Warp Revenant.
Well, we're getting rid of him.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Sometimes when
That's
you
the
walk
thing.
these halls at night, you can catch a glimpse of a little floating skull, or so I've heard.
I'm bad.
I mean,
Still hear
he's
Frederick
very...
warring.
You can hear
He
him
comes and goes.
with his shitty klaxon.
Okay, so where would you like to toss your astropaths? You keeping him in the Psyker bunker? You sending him to the astropath receiver? Where do you want
They
them
can't
for
do
now?
anything in the bunker, can they?
Not really.
Let's just put them back in the receiver.
They can get killed by nerve gas.
I'm
Yes.
actually... I wanted to... after they installed it, I want to double-check the Imperial navigation beacon and make sure there's nothing funny with it.
Okay, sure. Give me a tech use test.
Because this
I can
Inquisitor
assist.
is wily.
We should probably smash it once we're
I'm
done.
gonna put Van de Groth over in weapons
It's
control.
actually a really useful thing to have, so if we could,
Just turn it off.
somehow keep that, that'd be great.
That's tuned to the Imperial fleet right now, but you could possibly have it work for yourself. Though you don't have other ships, but
Well, I mean, we do. We just not. They're not.
And they don't have a beacon either.
I don't think they need one. I think just one.
yeah,
ship.
they do. No,
Oh,
every
they do?
ship,
Every-
every ship
everybody
jumping
needs one.
together.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have one.
Could you
Yeah.
reverse engineer it so that you could make one for
And
the other
probably
ship?
not. That's technology like that's kind of basically
Ancient.
impossible to create.
Sounds like a defeatist attitude to me.
Your
Sick.
tech use test, 5 degrees of success. Nope, there's nothing strange about it. You know, they don't seem to be spying on you or anything like that. If that's what you're looking for.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
Not
Just
with the
not
fleet.
from this.
Okay. Well, no bonus for your rousing speech to the crew,
No.
but you
no
didn't feel so bad
mechanical
that you.
bonus, but they're still pumped up.
Yeah, they're pumped up.
Yeah.
You also didn't lower their morale either, so that's always good.
To be fair, that's kind of difficult for me, isn't it?
I mean, if you got.
I'd have to roll 101.
Yeah, if you botched it.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, if I botch it. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, my freaking tools are not open here. Auto navigator. There we go. Okay. So you guys are about to make the warp jump here. Okay. You are following the. Wow. Okay.
Good.
Imperial fleet has good navigators.
Weird.
Right? You're following the Imperial fleet into and through the warp this time, so you don't need to roll for yourself. But the Imperial fleet navigators rolled all's well on their travel. The trip time will take 1.75 days, real time and warp time.
Whoa. Very
We
impressive.
need to hire these guys.
And
No, they're all scum.
you arrive in deep space, in the Cineris Maleficarum. You get an astropathic message explaining that you're right out of range of the Necron fleet, and you're going to begin moving in on impulse engines towards their location. Everyone should keep their scanners active, and as soon as anyone gets sight of any of them, they are to report back immediately.
I guess we should scan then.
Yeah. If one of you wants to roll to scan. Your detection for your ship is 10, but you're still on Endeavor, so it's plus 10, so it's 20.
And cKnoor telling me to do it good would be 30.
That's true. Go scan properly.
I can't believe you have to
I did it.
manage him like that.
No. Oh, you actually did.
Yeah, you did it.
Oh, and Nuggin Sky
Perfect.
crashed. Very good. I'm gonna boot Nuggin from this call.
You fat. But he saw whatever he needed to see, though.
Yeah, did. Maybe you can just keep chatting here
I
for
don't.
him.
I
You're
don't
gonna
like
have to
how.
put a cut in, I think.
I think we should put a quick cut in it here. It's been 28 minutes. I'm sure the next episode will be mostly, well, it's not gonna be any pew 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 because of course
The plans
we're,
to go flawlessly.
We're gonna
Yeah,
run
yes.
away.
Just gonna whoosh around, going.
Mhm. Goodbye YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
How you do?